Imagine waking up in the middle of the night. You think you're just restless, but then an eerie feeling comes upon you. You cannot move, you cannot speak, you can only barely see and breathe. At this point, you feel trapped. You're trying to scream so that someone can hear you, but you are temporarily paralyzed. As you are wondering when the sensation is going to end, you can vaguely see a dark figure. Suddenly, you do not feel safe as it comes closer and closer to you. When you finally return to the state of wakefulness, you realize that you are partly awake for one of your worst nightmares. And you have now experienced your first encounter with sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis is a sleep disorder that affects 8% of the population. While 8% might seem like a small number, 8% is about 60,240,830 people. I know you all are thinking, how does this affect me? How does this connect to me? Roughly 1 in every 13 people have or are affected by the sleep disorder, which means that 2 people in this very classroom have or will experience sleep paralysis. I experience this sensation sometimes on a daily basis, weekly or monthly. By now I've kind of gotten used to this sensation, but I want you all especially to understand what sleep paralysis truly is, the symptoms of the disorder, and what are the causes of sleep paralysis. So what truly is sleep paralysis? While in the state of sleep paralysis, your mind tricks you into thinking that you're awake, but your body is actually unconscious. The state of paralysis occurs during wakefulness and sleep. In this transition, your body causes you to be unable to move or speak for a few seconds up to a few minutes. Sleep paralysis, again, is a sleep disorder that affects 8% of the globe. During the paralysis, the body's respiratory and ocular organs function, but the vestibular organs do not. Now that we understand what sleep paralysis truly is, it is time to jump into learning the symptoms of this disorder. The main symptom associated with sleep paralysis is hallucinations. The most common hallucinations is seeing a dark figure in the room which you are sleeping in. Another common hallucination is the sounds you hear during the hallucination. Sometimes you hear whispering or a sharp ringing noise in your ears. A sense of pressure and not being able to breathe also occurs frequently. During the sense of pressure, a person can feel as though someone is pushing on their chest or a heavy weight is on top of them. Even though your respiratory organs function, people can begin to breathe so hard because of fear that air cannot push through your lungs, therefore causing you to feel like you aren't breathing. Each disorder that has symptoms also has causes. Let's now talk about the causes of sleep paralysis. Stress is the most direct cause of sleep paralysis. When the body is triggered with anxiety and stress, your body can be on overload with so much information at once that the body remains awake longer than it should, leading to be in between the states of sleep and wakefulness. The reason why so many students have sleep paralysis is because young adults need more sleep than the rest of the population and are faced with schoolwork each night. Sleep paralysis also occurs in women and children. Women have certain hormones that can trigger the body to fall asleep and fall in between the two stages. Because of the hormone, more women are prone to experience this sensation. Children commonly experience sleep paralysis because the body and brain develop during adolescence, sometimes during sleep, causing the paralysis to be very common. Even though all of us may not be affected by this disorder, it is important to know what the disorder is so that if peers, family, or authorities in our lives mention the symptoms associated with sleep paralysis, we can inform them that it happens to be a common sleep disorder. Sleep paralysis may be an uncomfortable topic to talk about However, it is so common that as many people as possible should know what this disorder truly is, the symptoms sleep paralysis is associated with, and the causes of this disorder. In the future, it can be possible to develop this condition. Therefore, just remember it's a harmless disorder with multiple causes and that there is nothing to worry about.